Okay, so we come back to Dreamweaver and we want to look at how we create a site and how this site is then loaded in our files panel. Now, what we want to begin with, I'm going to minimize this, is we want to actually create a space somewhere on our desk, somewhere on our computer, on our hard drive, where we're going to have a file. Okay, so if I open up, this is where I put them all on my Mac. I open up, and if you have your PC, wherever you want to put it, you just have to remember where it is and keep it there. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to come in to users, Maggie, and I put all my sites right here. I have a file on my computer, on my hard drive, that is called sites. And these are all of the sites that I have worked on. And I made a folder and I have web design class. Now, what will be in this folder are all of your documents. Now, right now, I have a Word document, I have a blank HTML file, and I have a JPEG. Okay? And so what we're going to do, that file is created, and you can see, right, this site has a lot of stuff with it. So you can see that, some of these folders are going to have a lot of things with them. Let's take a look at this one's an active website, right? It's got a lot of stuff there. And then even within, there's a lot of other things that are there. Okay, so we come back to our Dreamweaver screen. We have this screen right here, and we want to have our files panel open. So let me close this files panel. And the way that we would get our files panel is we come to Window and we hit Files, and there is our files panel. Now, these are all sites that I have created in Dreamweaver, and you just saw those files on my hard drive. And we can see that I have similar ones, and all those files are loaded then on my computer. Okay, so we want to create a new site for our web design class, for web design. Okay, so we're going to go to Site, New Site, and I'm going to name it, let's name it Web Design Class. Okay, we can say this is a class. Okay, now this HTTP, that's the URL. So we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to leave this one blank. And once you purchase your domain and register your domain, that is where you will put it. Okay, so I'm going to go to Next. No, we do not want to use server technology. Just keep everything at the default. Now, one thing I want to show you too is you could have advanced click. Okay, we're going to keep to basic. We're keeping it all basic here. All right, so we're going to click Next again. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to edit local copies on our machine. We want to work on our own machine, and then we're going to upload it to the server when we are ready. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to find that folder. All right, so let's say I didn't have that folder yet. Well, what I would do is I would come in and I would find it. Okay, so now I just did that, and I'm like, okay, where is it? Okay, my hard drive. Here it is. Okay. Again, each computer is set up a little bit differently. So if you go and work on this on a PC, don't feel overwhelmed by the fact that this is a Mac that we're looking at. Going to Next. Let's find our folder one more time, and it's there for us. Next, and we're going to just leave that as it is. Next. Now we can see our summary. Our site has the following settings: the site name. Here is the local root folder. What that means is that's the folder where all of this information is on our desktop, on our hard drive. We're going to say, how are we going to access this? We're doing a local network, okay? And we're going to, this is disabled right now. This will be when we upload it live, and we'll look at going live a little bit later on, and we'll set this up later. So we hit done. Now let's take a look. Now we can see our web design class loaded, and all these files are right here. Okay, so what I did, I can double click, and here is this index. Now let's create a new folder. Let's go File, New, and we're going to continue to work in hypertext markup language, blank page, and none. Now, you could do an HTML template, okay? And you could look and say, okay, I wanted to have this a fixed header, one column liquid center. I mean, there's all this stuff here, but just for what we're doing, we're going to just keep it at none. We can create. All right, we have our second file. Now, let's go File, Save As, and I'm going to name this one Portfolio. Save. Okay, so now we see we have our portfolio, we have our index. Now, why is this first site named index? Well, this is the story. When you have a website and you upload your file with all of this info, this is all of the info that you will actually upload to a web server. The way that the web works is, let's say, for one of my sites, let's say it was www.maggiehobson-baker.com. Okay, when you go to that site, the first page that loads is the indexed page. Okay, so I can even show you this. All right, we come up. Of course, my internet's not going to work right now. All right, so that's just the way it works. It will be the first one that the first page that the web will load. It looks for index. All right, so if we go to www.maggiehobsonbaker.com, okay, if we were to come in and look, this page, this home page of my website is actually named index. Okay, that's the way it goes. So if I was to come in and show you all on my files panel, let's give you a little bit more info, and we come to maggiehobsonbaker.com and we'll look, where is index, index, index? All right, so there is my index page. Okay, so and again, this will be the first page that is loaded by on the web is indexed. That's just the way it works. So thanks for listening. I'll end there, and more will follow in our next video.